Welcome to Chalk, Church Talk. Hi, I'm Janiyah.
And I'm Michaela.
Today we're going to be studying a little further with scriptures of Galatians and Matthew.
Our first question today is, so we get to know each other. So, when you were a child, what did you expect adulthood to be like?
Me, I expected it to be where you could do anything you want. Didn't have to worry about anything until I got like 10, and I was like, bills, can't pay my whole bill. And you gotta, once I started actually getting older, I was like, dang, I don't want to grow up. Because I had always been like, I can't wait till I'm older. And now I don't want to grow up because so many responsibilities.
Yeah, same here. Like when I was like 9 and 8, 9 or whatever, I was like, man, I can't wait to leave, get my own house, and not have parents constantly over my shoulder, adults acting like they know that I'm I know what I'm doing, and then now I'm just gotta go do this. My mom's like, when you gonna get a job? And I'm like, I gotta get one of those.
Be like that. So now we're gonna read from Galatians 5:23. Let me get to it really quickly. And it says, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. When reading, which fruit of the Spirit would you choose and why?
So you said they were love, peace, patience, joy.
Joy, faithfulness, goodness, self-control.
I don't know. I have to think about this. What'd you choose?
I would pick faithfulness because although all those other things are things I need to work on, out of all, I feel like I need to work on my faith with God and, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the main things for me in that list that I need to really, really work on.
I think self-control would probably be mine because I don't have a lot of that sometimes. Sometimes, when I'm out, I'm just where is my self-control? But then, patience is another one.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of patience with my, family and stuff, but not with myself. And I feel like I really, especially with cake making, I never have the patience. I'm always I just want to get to the next step. I just want to start doing the fun stuff. And I never have the patience to actually wait and, it's kind of like my journey with God. I want to go do the fun stuff. I don't want to, learn about how to actually do it. I just want to go do the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're going to get to know the scripture, and we are going to read Matthew 5, 1 through 12, and especially verse 4. Oops. Alright. Now when he saw the crowds, he went up on a mountainside and sat down. His disciples came to him, and he began to teach them, saying, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven. For in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you. Okay. So, when reading the Beatitudes, which one caught your attention the most?
I think it was the last one. It was the one about, it was, blessed are the ones who get treated poorly for, you know, who get treated poorly for worshiping me. You will be rewarded the highest once you get into heaven. I like that one because there are a lot of people who receive really bad, like, you know, like judgment when they find out that they are Christians or any type of, you know,
any type
religion.
Of denomination, you know.
Yeah.
Any type of anything kind of just gets you, like, looked down on, or, you know,
from certain
like,
people.
Science shows, like, reason to believe, and it's just like, okay, well, my faith says.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you can't really push your faith onto people, and you kind of just have to inherit it, and just accept the fact that that's going to happen to you, because you walk around daily and, you know, you're constantly, like, facing the fact that there's people that don't believe. There's people that are atheists and who are going to come up to you and, like, they're going to question you, they're going to question your faith and your religion, and you just have to accept that, and you just have to accept the fact that later on you will be, you will see the highest point.
Would that have been yours too?
Probably.
Yeah.
That probably would have been mine, because, I mean, like, it makes the most sense to me in all those, because, like, I understand that and I've gone through it.
Yeah.
And then, like, I feel that, like,
yeah.
It's just, like, there.
So what makes you happy?
Man, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things that make me happy.
Yeah.
I feel like my biggest one would just being here and being on Earth and getting the chance to celebrate a birthday and celebrate my family's birthday, and, you know, celebrating all my accomplishments, and just getting to move through life and just get to, like, experience, whereas some people don't get that.
Yeah. Mine would be music. Music makes me happy. My family makes me happy. Knowing that I have a family to come to, and that I have a place to go to at night, and I have a place to sleep, I have food to eat, makes me happy. That people care about me enough to want to keep me going. Yeah.
So, what does the world say it takes to make one happy?
Riches, money.
That's the biggest one. You have to have all the money.
Yeah.
You gotta have all the expensive brands. I mean, in order to be happy, you truly have to have everything you want. Because according to social points, you know, if you don't have enough followers, you don't have enough likes, you don't have that money, you can't go on trips.
You're not happy, but that's very false.
Yeah.
Because it's like you can be happy without, like, the things we just expressed. That's not.
Yeah, not like, everybody is rich in family.
Yeah, you can be rich but not have a strong support system, like, to lift you up when you're about to fall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, money does sometimes bring happiness, but true happiness comes from the things within.
Yeah.
And the things that you love to do, and not just like, oh, I love going to spend money. It's, I love spending time with things and people that I love, and I love doing things that I love.
Yeah.
And maybe actually, like, shopping is something that you do love, but.
Yeah. But true happiness comes from, like, I don't know, like, being with your family.
Yeah.
praying, like, studying the Bible, like, there's one more you said. Music.
I always thought that happiness is the things that you cannot buy but you can express.
Yes, that's really
Happiness
true.
is an expression, not something with a price tag.
Yeah.
That should be a quote.
Happiness is an expression.
Not a price tag. Okay.
What does Jesus say brings happiness?
Well, just following in the steps of God could bring happiness for him. I mean, even taking like a simple second to pray brings happiness. And I mean, just consistently going to church and being around people and doing like the good things and, kind of just like following in the steps and kind of choosing the right paths. And of course, like, I think sometimes God looks at us when we make mistakes and he smiles because he knows that we're learning.
Yeah.
And he knows that we're experiencing something that we're probably never going to experience again, or probably will. But that's probably what brings happiness for him, is knowing that we're learning, and we're learning in the steps of God, and we're also following him, but also that, there is like hope, I guess.
Couldn't agree more with you, Michaela.
Thanks, Janai.
I like that. So
Appreciate it. Okay, so what does this beatitude tell you about the heart of God?
The one that we talked about.
Yeah, the one that I just read.
But you talking about the one? Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Matthew one.
This is telling about the heart of God. That he respects what people who follow him have to go through, and he knows, well, I don't know, he like, I know what I want to say, I just can't say it, so you say it, Michaela.
Well, it says something more about him himself, because, blessed are everyone who has to go through everything, and, those who mourn, and those who lack certain things, and, have more of a, like, an overflow of certain things, Everyone is going to be blessed at some point, and it'll be from him,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. He appreciates what you go through to follow him and be with him.
Yeah.
Spiritually. So, C.S. Lewis, we are promised suffering. They were part of the program. We were even told, blessed are they that mourn, and I accepted. I've got nothing that I hadn't bargained for. Of course it is different when the thing happens to oneself, not to others, and in reality, not imagination. What type of mournings have you been through?
I haven't been through a lot, to be honest, because I haven't really lost any, like, crucial family members that I know that I'm going to be really upset about, but I can say that when my grandmother passes away, I know that I'm not going to be able, like, physically and mentally, I'm going to feel like I can't handle it, and it's just going to be like an overflow of emotion, and that's really where my mourning's going to, like, I think, really have a toll on my life, because I feel like I'm going to mourn more than anyone else in my family.
Yeah.
But today, presently, I have not really experienced, like, a great amount of mourning and grief for anything, unless you count my cats. I've had a lot of mourning over one of my cats, because my family wanted to hide it from me because they felt really bad. They were going to tell me at some point, but they wanted to really talk to me about the fact that, like, he was gone, and I was just like, oh no.
Yeah.
It's like, my cat. But, I mean, that's probably one of the biggest warnings that I've had is over an animal.
I've never had a pet, so I can't really relate to that. When my grandfather passed, that was really hard on me. It still is, because sometimes, like, I took it really hard. And, you know, my aunts and my dad, you know, helped me with that, because they were like, you realize he was kind of suffering down here. Like, he was hurting physically. So if he's up there with, he is up there with Jesus and God.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah.
You want me to hold your hand? I got you, girl.
If he is up there with them, well, he is up there with him, then he's feeling way better than he did when he was down here. So that's really what helped me get over it. Well, not get over it, because I still suffer with it sometimes, because I think about it a lot, but I know he's in a better place, so that's what helps me feel like better about it. Yeah.
So if you heard somebody say, "I'm so blessed," what would you assume they had recently experienced?
Money. Like lottery. I don't know, that's the first thing I thought of. Like they got they won some type of, lottery. That's what I would think of
money.
first. It's kind of bad that that's the first thing I think of, but like.
Well, it's a society thing. Like that's kind of what we've been through and we've heard and see on Facebook and Instagram. I'm so blessed, and
yeah.
I mean, like, there's not a lot of true experiences that we've heard of because you don't really see a lot of it and you don't really hear a lot about it because typically especially for like me, I don't really like to kind of say that I'm blessed because I don't think that it's happened for me yet. Like, I mean, there are some points where I'm like, God's really blessing me in this moment, but I mean, like, I don't think I've experienced a true blessing currently, because I feel like I may have been blessed to get through what I've been through and to survive what I've been through, but I don't think that my true blessing has occurred yet.
Yeah.
The final blessing of course, is going to heaven, but on earth, a lot of people who say I'm blessed have either had a money experience or
children.
Children. I'm blessed with a child. A lot of people like to post that on Facebook. They'll post their little babies. They're holding their little babies, or like once they're born, like the dad's over there like in the corner, just taking a picture, and that's probably like one of my big blessings is if I have the chance to have a child and like experience like that blessing.
And a lot of times it's like when people have job offers or like for a lot of times for me it's like when I pray on something for a while and it comes I'm not gonna say it comes true, but I get blessed and it becomes a reality for me. Like when I prayed about getting my job, I got my job. So and when I prayed about helping family members feel better who are in the hospital and it happens, that's a true blessing for me.
And sometimes some of my blessings are to actually like bring that person away instead of bringing someone closer. It's like it was a blessing for me in a 9th grade year of high school for me to be blessed to like get through that. And then also for me to like see that some people were more of a curse for me instead of a blessing in my life, and actually experiencing like having my friend as a blessing. But So, now we're going to talk about making a commitment. During this week, seek to be super aware of those around you and try to offer comfort when needed. So just try to remember that there are those people around you that really do need you, and sometimes we're blind to that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can be in our own world and thinking that we're the only one with problems and and the only one with curses and things going wrong, but in reality there's all those people around you that if you just kind of step back and realize that they're there, you can really help them and really understand that there's something out there for you to be doing and for you to be a blessing to somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now we're going to do a closing prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, I'm going to ask of you to allow us to be super aware of others this week, whether they need comfort, help, anything, anything that you can put your efforts towards, or we can put our efforts towards, you know what I mean? Bring happiness, bring joyfulness, bring peace, patience, faithfulness, all that you need for us as a whole to have a good life. Amen.
Amen. Thanks for joining us again on Hcumc, and and we will see you in the next video.